happy Sunday, everybody. This is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com. I'm coming live to you from my kitchen, and this is Splat. Everybody say hello to Splat. Good morning, Splat. No, good afternoon, Splat. So normally I do a broadcast. I do a broadcast every weekday at noon Mountain Time. It's called Lunch with Leslie. But this weekend, because it's Christmas, because I have a couple of things I want to show you guys, I have been broadcasting on the weekend. So today, Splat and I are going to make a it's actually Buddha's hand vinaigrette. And if you guys, I'm sorry for the glare behind me, that'll change a little bit. Let me change my camera position a little bit. That will change a little bit as we point the camera down here at the cutting board. So yeah, how many of you have heard of Buddha's hand? I'll give you a hint. It's right here on the cabinet. It's right there. It's really this creepy fruit. So yes, so this is a Buddha's hand. It is actually just a giant, what they call a citron or citron. It is a giant lemon peel. There's a lot of zest going on right here, but and we'll cut it in just a second. I'll show you the inside of it, but it has tons of vitamin C in it. It's actually really pretty good for you. I think you'd have to eat a lot of it to get a ton of benefit, but apparently it makes things taste amazing. So yes, it's a fruit. Yep, it's like a lemon. You can see
an alien day.
Robin just said, "Eat an alien day." So funny. So you can see it's similar in color. I mean, I've seen lemons that actually look like this from different parts of the world. So yeah, so it is really, really a pretty cool. I mean, you could use it as just a decoration. It would just be gorgeous, like in a cornucopia or something. Yeah, yeah. So very, very, very cool little fruit here. I'm excited to show you guys the recipe that I found for making a vinaigrette with it. I have to tell you, I was also going to teach you how to make a tea, but I tried the tea, and I'm not going to teach you how to make that tea. That's all I'm saying about that. So there you go. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, GoToKitchens.com. If you are not following me at GoToKitchens.com, please go over and consider being a VIP. It is absolutely free. There are no strings attached. The only thing I ask for is your email address, and with that, you get a hi. It's good to see you, Sonia. You get a free ebook. You get a private Facebook page that is just for, hi, it's good to see you. You get a Facebook page that is just for VIPs, and yeah, it's where we talk and share. Hey Marcy, it's good to see you here. It's where we talk and share recipe ideas, and you guys send me these amazing photos of all the stuff that you're making, and it makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. So yeah, so go check it out. There was a newsletter that just went out this morning, so it'll be 2 weeks before there's another one if you sign up right now. So the other thing I'm going to ask you, and I only ask you to do this one time during my broadcast, is right down here in the corner there's a little I call him the Perry dude, but yeah, so you can just tap that little ball-headed guy right there. Just tap on him, share out with your followers, and let's show some people how to make some dressing today. I'm sorry for that really bad lighting. You know what? I have to go fix that. You guys bear with me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yesterday was I love my lump day. That's such a weird thing to say. Hold on. I'm going to go fix this because it's just too bright. It's too darn bright. I'll be right back fixing the lighting. Is that better? I think the other one needs to be dropped too. We have a lot of snow right now, and so the reflection back into the house is actually quite bright. It's perfect for food photography, I have to tell you that, but it is no good for broadcast. No good. I'm back. Me and my cloppity clippity shoes today. So, oh yeah, that's much better. Still a little brightness, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get right down to it. I'm excited to show you what you do with this crazy. You can see how big it is in my hands. It's actually a large fruit. There were bigger ones than this, but they're expensive, and I knew that I was not going to use the whole thing. So yeah, it's not incredibly cold here. It's only it's 45, but one of many shoes. It's true, Dad. clippity cloppity shoes even. I like shoes. I can't help. I just like shoes. So yes. So it is. These are kind of expensive. So I bought the smallest one because they sell them by the pound. And so, yeah, honey, what do you do with that? What is that thing? It's called a Buddha's hand. And put it back. Oh yeah, it's there. Well, I mean, this one Buddha's hand is like $7, and I guarantee you, you're probably not going to use it all unless you're going to candy it before it goes bad. It went bad really. I mean, mine is kind of mushy. It's just a little bit mushy, but it went bad faster than I anticipated because you can have a lemon that, as long as you don't cut it, it sits in the refrigerator for a long time before it goes bad or gets hard. But this one's getting just slightly mushy. So, so yes, this is going to have the zest of it is going to resemble a lemon without the bitterness, and the pith that is inside, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Marcy, but the pith that is inside is actually not bitter at all. It's actually supposed to be a little bit sweet. So the white part, so, you know, inside the lemon, hold on, let me hold it back here. This part right here that's behind the rind, that is always really, really bitter. And this is supposed to be very sweet. So, or not sweet, but sweeter than a lemon. It's not supposed to be bitter. There. Okay, I got it out. So yeah, so we're going to use it. We're going to use the zest today. The other things that you can do with it, I found this great recipe for tea, and I was super excited because I love lemony tea. I love lemony hot tea, especially this time of year. And I made some, and I can't share that with you because it was horrible. I'm not gonna teach you how to make something that's terrible. It was terrible. This dressing is actually really, really good. So I do have my cheat up right here. You can see my, I know, right? You can see my iPad sitting right here on my recipe rack because I do have a cheat. I found this recipe on White on Rice. If you are not, if White on Rice couple, excuse me, if you're not familiar with them, the reason I follow them is because of their incredible food photography. I actually like food porn. I love beautifully photographed food. It's one of my like things. It's like my desire to be like a amazing food photographer. Like nobody, like when I write a book or have a recipe, a cookbook, I don't want anybody else to do the photography. I want to do it. So I am training myself to take, and I've taken their photography class. I've taken several food photography classes, and I'm trying to get really good at that. So White on Rice couple, they're amazing. They have great recipes, and that's where I found the recipe for this. So I really, really like them. And I will share it on my Facebook page. I'll share the link with you guys on the Go To Kitchens VIP page so that you can have this recipe too. So in this dressing, we're going to use some zest of the Buddha hand. We're going to use lemon, salt, olive oil. This actually calls for a balsamic vinegar, and I don't like balsamic vinegar so much. So I'm actually using a white wine vinegar. I just like it better. Garlic, and then one of my favorite flavors. Oh, look, wait, hold on. Yeah, you can see Splat. I know he's hanging out back here. It's my thyme mustache. Oh my God, it smells so good. I want a mustache that smells like that. Oh, it smells so good. This is thyme. This is sprigs of fresh thyme. We're going to use some thyme too because I'm a crazy person. I can't believe some of the things that I do. So let's point the, don't eat that. So let's point the camera down here and get started. I have a lunch date. I have a late lunch date, and so I have to move. We have to move today. Hi, Roz. It's good to see you. So we're gonna start by crushing the garlic. So basically, you put your chef's knife. You can also, if you're nervous about using a knife, you can also use a scraper like this. This is my Sur La Table scraper. I love it. But you could use a, what is that? What is that on my scraper? But you could use a scraper. Same principle, mashing it down. So I'm just gonna use my scraper because I just put it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna dirty it up. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna use my chef's knife. Never mind. Always blade away from you at a slight angle. Okay, so never where your hand can catch it. So just at a slight angle back, and you're just going to put it. You're going to put it actually on the garlic. Okay, you're going to put it on the garlic, and then you're going to smack your knife. Got it? Super easy. Now I did not peel my garlic ahead of time. I actually peel my garlic after I smash it. Because it's much easier to peel that way. So you can see the peel just comes right off then. See how easy? I'm actually going to put that in my trash bowl. There you go. Now you have nice smashed peeled garlic that has actually released its flavors. So we're gonna mince this up. You don't want anybody getting a big chunk of garlic in their in their salad dressing. So we're just going to do 1 clove of garlic. And this is going to be a pretty strong salad dressing, so you could actually, you actually probably could make this. This is sticky garlic. You could actually probably use this a lot of times on the salad. So just 1 clove of garlic, minced up, although it doesn't want to mince, but whatever garlic. Are you guys having a good weekend? You having a good weekend? I hope so. I'm having a fabulous weekend. If you're not, if you've never been to Go To Kitchens, a great way to introduce myself to you is to, there we go, we just got a nice little small mince on that. A great way to introduce myself to you is to have you go and read the blog post. So if you go to gotokitchens.com, click on, I know, right? It smells really good. Click on click on blog. There's like a little whatever, that menu at the top. Click on blog. The first blog post there is called I Love My Lump, and it is about the anniversary that I celebrate with my breast cancer. So yeah, so I don't celebrate being cancer free, although I celebrate that every single day. But I actually celebrate the day that I found my lump, because that little lump changed my life. Changed my life. So go and read it. All right. So we are going to put this down into a mason jar. I don't think Karen's here. She'd be so happy we were using the mason jar today. So we're just going to put this garlic right down in the mason jar. Simple as can be. You notice that I use a different cutting board for my garlic. The reason I do that is because this little cutting board is what I use for all of my, you guys have probably heard me say this like 1 billion times, but I use this cutting board for all of my garlic, for my onions, for anything that's super smelly, that's produce. I use this little thing right here because they're small, first of all, and then second of all, I have a permanent cutting board surface, and you can really stink this up very fast. Thanks, Roz, for saying that. You can stink this baby up really fast with as much garlic as we use in this house. I mean, it'd be like, stinky, your cutting board stinks. And so I use a small cutting board like this for anything that is stinky. So, because that cutting board smells amazing. It smells like onions and garlic. It smells amazing. But yes, all right, so we're going to set that aside. So let's go to our thyme. Now then, thyme is very, very easy to work with. It's kind of a peppery, amazing smell and taste. Kind of like a wild taste. Yeah, so yes, but I do wash it, but it's still stinky. It doesn't matter. I know, I love thyme. Oh gosh, it smells so good. So to do thyme, you want to start at the, start with the butt end facing away from you, and you're just going to pull your fingers right through the stem. You do want to release it from the stem, because if you don't, see how I'm doing that? You just pull it right off. Super simple. If you don't release it from the stem, yes, you're stripping the leaves. You do not want to eat this, because it's just, I mean, it probably tastes fine. Yeah, it tastes totally fine. It's a little bitter. Yeah, a little bitter. But you don't want you don't want this coming out on your salad dressing, because they're going to be picking it out and they're going to be going like this. What's this? You're like, oh, it's a stem. So you don't want that going in there. This one, this recipe actually calls for, let's see, how much does it call for? I usually do this ahead of time. Half a teaspoon. So I'm about half a teaspoon. I've already done some for you guys there. And it says that they want it chopped. So you're going to give it just a good chop. Chop in, chop in. I pull out anything that looks like, this is really going to help the thyme release its flavors too. I pull out anything that looks really stemmy. Like there's a piece in here that looks really stemmy. Thyme is good for cleaning your teeth. I thought that was parsley. Yeah, the older ones can get really woody and weird. So, but fresh is good. Fresh is amazing. See, I have another stem there. I'm just going to pull that out. Always being, there's another one. Always being thoughtful about what is going into your food. Now, I am giving this a pretty good mince here, or chop, or whatever you want to call it. I am breaking it down pretty far, because I want nice small pieces. I'm going to go again. I want nice small pieces in the dressing. Again, I don't want somebody pulling out a giant piece of thyme in my food. So, all right. So there you go. I'm actually going to use my scraper and not my knife. You can dull your knives. A lot of you, I mean, I do it sometimes too, but you pick up your food with your knife. If you're working with a Japanese blade, like I do, especially if you're working with a Japanese blade, they have very thin edges, and you're gonna have to hone your knife a lot more if you're using your knife to scrape up your food. So I actually use a scraper, so. All right, so thyme is in there. All we got is thyme and garlic. Yay. Let's just eat this. Who cares about anything else? It smells amazing. Okay, to that, I guess we can leave this here now. To that, we are gonna add the juice of half a lemon. To juice this lemon, to try to keep some of the seeds out, I'm just actually gonna run my fork inside. See what I'm doing there? I'm pushing in and twisting. This way you do not have to juice your lemon, and you reduce the chance of getting a seed in there, although one just plopped in there, but that's okay. So we're just gonna put a little bit of lemon in there. And I'm gonna fish that seed out. See how easy that is? Isn't that cool? My friend Jen taught me this little trick. So cool. And then all the seeds stay nice right into here. They're in there. They're not in my, except for that one right there. Come out, seed, where'd it go? I just saw it. Maybe it didn't. Thought I saw a seed. Never mind. I take that back. There's no seed in that. So we have lemon juice. We're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Right? Is that right? Let's look. Yes, half a teaspoon of salt. I would probably like more than that, but okay. We are going to add 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I use an organic olive oil. You could also use like grapeseed oil. That would be super yummy. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm in the way of my camera. So that's 4 tablespoons of olive oil. We are going to do, where's the, I'm looking for the 1 tablespoon of vinaigrette. Or excuse me, they want you to use balsamic vinegar. I'm actually using a white wine vinegar. Balsamic vinegar is very heavy for me, and I just don't really like it on my greens. I don't know why. I like to cook with it other places, but this is just a Pinot Grigio white wine vinaigrette. And I can tell you that that smells like heaven already in here. So, so good. Okay, so the last thing that we need to add is our Buddha hand. I know, I love, yeah, I really like white wine vinegar. It's my favorite. So basically I'm going to start at the base of this, and I'm just going to cut off a couple of its fingers, pretty much. Sorry, Buddha. Do you get in trouble for that? Well, maybe I am. That's what they said to do. I think I'm going to have to cut into it a little bit more. And here's what it looks like inside. Can you see that? You see that it's just, oh, that's really good. It's very, it's very citrusy. It's called a Buddha's hand. This is called a Buddha's hand. I know, crazy looking, right? Okay, sorry. This is called a Buddha's hand. It smells amazing. I want to take a bath in this. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. Man, I need to try some iced tea with this because the hot tea was no good, but maybe some iced tea. I got it at Whole Foods. Actually, I'm going to zest this right here on the thing so you can see it. I got it at Whole Foods, so yeah. I know, it's actually a fruit. It's a citrus fruit. It's a citrus fruit. Here, smell. Can you smell that? It smells very citrusy. Yeah, Asian markets, Whole Foods. It smells really, really good. Love it, love it, love it. So I have my microplane here, and we're just gonna zest some of this off. You could do long curly zest if you wanted. You could absolutely do long curly zest. I am not going to do long curly zest. I'm actually gonna end up using a fair amount of this. I should have zested some ahead of time, but I wanted to show you the whole fruit, so. Ouch. Yeah. So I'm actually going to go all the way down into the rind, which I have been told is amazing. So, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. I think I need a new blade for my microplane. I use it so much. I think it's getting a little dull, actually. I use it almost every single day. Goes down quickly. Let's cut some more. This is this fruit is actually to store it. So like to store this fruit, I had mine in the fridge, and then I figured out that you're not supposed to put it in the fridge. You're supposed to leave it on the counter. Oops! And so, yeah, I just thought it was like a lemon, and I keep my lemons in there. Yeah, you just cut off some of the fingers and just give them a grind. I suppose you could leave them on there. I suppose you could just leave them on there, but they're really cool. I can tell you that the zest is amazing smelling. I've made this one other time just to make sure that it was something that I wanted to show you guys. And they're really, really super cool. So yeah, I try to make recipes ahead so that I can show you guys, but be confident that I know that you're gonna like it. So, no, I bought this one at Whole Foods. Yeah, they just had like 5 or 6 of them sitting there waiting for me. So yeah, I will warn you, they are kind of expensive. The other thing that you can do with it, and I'm not going to show you how to do that because I don't really promote a lot of super sweet treats, but the other thing that you can do with it, Marcy, is you can chop it up. So like this. So separate the fingers, but before it's zested, of course. So separate the fingers and then chop them up. And then like this. And then you boil these little pieces in a syrup. And then you let them dry. So you boil them down and you let them dry, and it makes like this little sugared candy. Yes, it's a little candied. And apparently, she's not on here, but Mock the Selfie, Jen, she actually has done it, and she said that they are amazing. She said they are so, so good. You know, I read that there's a lot of vitamin C. Look at this. It's crazy looking. Look how crazy it is. Crazy. Very cool. But I've heard that there's a lot of vitamin C. I'm going to do one more here. That there's a lot of vitamin C, just like a lemon would have. Yep. So, but I can't imagine that you're just getting a ton of vitamin C, quite frankly, from a little bit of zest like this. So this is more just like, how fun is this that we're making Buddha hand dressing? And it makes your salads more fun. So you're getting a little bit of vitamin C. Right? I know. It's like really good marketing. I agree with you, Marcy. You know, I have never zested a kumquat. I've had them. I had them when I was a kid. I think my Nana had a kumquat tree or something like that in her yard. Something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I used to eat them right off the tree. So, you know, and Nanas have fantasy backyards anyway. It didn't matter what was in that backyard. I was just like in love with my Nana's backyard. So, yeah, I think it's going to be time for a new microplane one of these days. It's getting really, really dull. Oh, okay, you don't zest them, I see. All right, so the recipe calls for a tablespoon, so I am pretty close there, so we're just going to put that right in there. And then you put the lid on this baby and you shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. This is how I like to make all of my vinaigrettes, because it's kind of a one container, no giant mess kind of thing. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Who is going to want that on their salad? Me. I want it. I want it. So what's the rule? The rule is, hey, JC, it's good to see you. I know, right? The rule is taste your food. Please, please, please. Please, please, please taste your food. It's before you serve it or anything like that. Make sure that you like it. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so happy tomorrow. So the recipe that I read said to keep it in the fridge. I know, I do too. I don't, me too. But the recipe that I have, it says keep it in the fridge, and the thyme will actually infuse into the citrus that's in here and make it even more amazing. So this is for my lunch tomorrow. Not all this, but I'm going to use this in my lunch tomorrow because it's going to be so good. So yeah, I'm not going to put mine in the fridge. I'm actually just going to let it sit on the counter. There is nothing in this that is going to spoil just sitting on the counter. I know, look how gorgeous it is. Look at that. It's really, really beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm just going to leave it sit here on my counter and have a salad dressing with it tomorrow. So there you go. Easy, super, super easy. If I'd not been talking and doing this and doing demonstrations, it would have taken me about 10 minutes to make my own salad dressing. So, oh, Dad. Oh, my goodness, Dad. Dad. So there you go. There is a Buddha hand for you. This is what it looks like when you cut into it. You can't eat it. I mean, I guess you could just eat it, but it has a lot of pith in there. Let me hold it back here. There's a lot of white pith in here, and apparently, I'm just going to taste that. The pith is really sweet. My dad, I'm going to be in Texas. My dad lives in Texas. I live in Colorado. I'm going to be at my mom and dad's next week. My dad and I are actually going to scope, and you guys can meet my mom and dad. So yes, yeah. So you would never just stick your fingers in a lemon and pull out the rind and eat it, right? The white part. You would be like, ick, ugh. This is very sweet. This is why people candy it. It's very sweet and really, really yummy. Like, I got to figure out something else to do with this. I want to do something else with this beautiful thing. So yes, so there you go. Buddha hand vinaigrette. Happy, happy, happy. I love making new salad dressings, so I think I'm going to make some more. I'm going to make another batch and keep it in the fridge. It says it'll keep it in the fridge for quite a while, so I think I'm going to do that so that I can use the rest of my Buddha hand, but don't make the tea. Whatever recipe you see with Buddha hand tea, don't make it. Oh, look at that. We are going to cook lemon stripe bass that my dad caught. That's what we're making. So next Saturday, I agree. I totally agree. That's a great idea, Marcy. That's right. You and I will cook. Everybody come, we'll cook. So Marcy and I have been fantasizing about going to Hawaii all day. So, okay, now wait a second. Let me just say a couple things. If you're not following Fit Mouse Marcy, please follow her. She's amazing. Her and her husband together in the kitchen this morning made chili. I need to just turn this so I'm not leaning like a crazy person. Her and her husband together made chili, and they're so fun to watch, and it's real. It's like real life. It's not like, it's very authentic. It is not staged. It is not anything like that. It's just super real life. And she's on a journey to go full vegan, and it's just fun to watch. I know it was a great scope, wasn't it, JC? I loved it too. I love seeing them together in the kitchen. It made me very, very happy. So also, I don't know if Roz, are you still here? Roz, there she is, Marcy right there. Fit Mouse Marcy, please follow her. Is Roz still here? Roz! Calling Roz. No, she's not here. Okay, I was going to tell you guys to watch Roz too. Roz has a cooking show. If you like cooking, Roz and her husband Scott have a cooking show just in time for dinner. I think that they broadcast, Marcy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is, but I think it is like I don't know what time it is. I think it's at like 5:30. No, I think it's like 4 o'clock my time, so 6 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, so Roz is amazing. If you can find her, she's on my scopes a lot, so I'll shout out again. So yeah, so there you go. So you guys go out and have an amazing Sunday. I am actually going to go grocery shopping and have a lunch date with my husband, late lunch date with my husband, because it's almost 1 o'clock here. So yeah, so you guys go out and have an amazing day. And if you can find a Buddha hand and you find other things to do with it, please, please, please send me a message. Send me a message. I'm sorry. You'll have to watch the replay. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I just did a Buddha chin, a Buddha beard. It's like a hair piece or something. I don't know. Don't put your Buddha hand in your hair. Don't do that. nasty. Ew. I know, right? Ah! No, what's that? That's thyme. No, that's lint from my pocket. Yeah, cauliflower here. What? What? I can't hear you. So this is a Buddha hand. This is what we made, the vinaigrette. We made Buddha's hand vinaigrette. This is it right here. So, so good. We tasted it. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to have it on my salad tomorrow. Amazing. All right. So you guys go out and make a wonderful day today, and I will see you tomorrow, noon Mountain Time, lunch with Leslie. That's my if you're new to me, that's my normal broadcast is noon Mountain Time weekdays. I will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to make a vegan eggnog. So that's coming up tomorrow. I'm super excited about making a vegan eggnog. It has this amazing recipe. And then on Tuesday, oh my God, and on Tuesday, oh good, well you have to watch. Then on Tuesday, I am actually going to teach you guys how to make a white bean and tomato soup. So it's like a creamy basil tomato soup without the cream. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make that. It is so teach you how to make that on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'll be traveling. Yes, actually, it's vegan as well. I know. And then, yes, I believe that I'm trying to recall the recipe in my mind. But yeah, I believe that it's actually also vegan. So I know, right? Look at me going. I'm not vegan, by the way, but I eat everything. There's hardly anything I don't eat, except for high fructose corn syrup. I don't eat that. But yeah, so we're going to do that this week. So 2 more days of cooking. We are driving to Texas. Yep. We're driving to Texas so we can take Edison because we like to have, hi, it's good to have you here. We do not like to, be without him on Christmas. So we're driving. So he's going with us and I'm excited. I'm excited for a road trip. I get to sit for like 13 hours and not do anything. It's amazing. Oh, I will. What city? You need to see Edison. I know. I'm really excited. Las Cruces. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what that means. Las Cruces. No, we're not going through Las Cruces. Actually, we go down I-25 to Raton, and then we go across over into Texas, or we cross New Mexico, just the tip of New Mexico, and then we go down through Amarillo and that way. So yeah, long, big, boring drive, and I'm really excited. I'm excited about a boring drive. Yes, yeah. So we won't be there quite there. We'll be a lot closer. Yes, I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in Dallas for Christmas. I'm super excited about it. We're going to see lots of family, and we're only going to be there for like 4 days. We're not going to be there very long. So, I made a Buddha's hand vinaigrette. Yeah. So this is a Buddha's hand. It's like a big citrus fruit. We cut half of it away, but it's a big citrus fruit. And I made a Buddha's hand dressing, salad dressing. Yeah. I can imagine that you could marinate like a meat or something in this. Oh my God, it'd be so stupid good. I never seen it. Yeah, a lot of people. I had never seen one until about 2 weeks ago. So you want to see Edison? I don't know where Edison is. Edison, come here, buddy. Edison, come see mommy. Hold on, just for you. Oh my God, you're coming off your tripod, everybody. Let me go. Edison, always sleeping. He's looking at me like, what? What, mommy? There he is. Edison, are you a good boy? Are you going to go to Grammy's for Christmas? Are you going to go to Grammy's and see Granddad and Grammy and Nana and BJ? Are you going to go see BJ? I know, right? He's like, what? I know, he's so cute. He's such a good boy. He is 12 and a half years old. I know. He is 12 and a half years old, and he looks really sleepy right now, but this dog is amazing. And he eats whole organic foods. I know. So at 12 and a half, he's been out playing this morning and he is wiped out tired, but he's like, get the camera off me. Oh, is that right? Cool. I'm not sure that he would appreciate that. I know people call it whole paycheck. That's funny. What does it taste like? It's like, I'm going to put you guys back on the tripod here. It is like, the rind is the outside, because it's just, there's no fruit. So there's not really anything to eat inside. You can see that this is like the white part of a lemon, but this is very sweet as opposed to a lemon that is very, bitter. That part of the bitter is, that part of the lemon is very bitter. And the rind is actually, the skin of it is really quite amazing tasting. So it's not something you're just going to be like, That's not how you're going to eat this. You're actually going to zest it. You can candy it. There's a recipe to steep it in a tea, which I did not like, so I'm not going to show you guys. So you could do a lot of things with it. It's like you would use a lemon, as long as you don't need the juice of a lemon. So really probably your best bet is zesting it into things. So I make some grainless scones. They're grain-free scones. And I use for taste and flavor profile, I actually use lemon or orange zest in it. And I can imagine this and those scones would be amazing. Yeah, they are expensive for not. I agree. This is something that if you were having a dinner party and you wanted to do like fancy pants stuff, this is what you would use this for. But I just thought it was such an interesting, normally my broadcasts, I'm way more practical than this. So if you're new to me, this is not usually what I do in my broadcast. This is like special Sunday broadcast with Leslie. But yeah, I know, fancy pants. That's right. This is not what I normally do. I usually don't do stuff like this. But this was so cool, you cannot walk away from it. So it's right. It's like, yeah, it's probably been across the world to get here to me. So yeah. So there you go. All right, I'm going to fly off. You guys have an amazing afternoon. Please go check out GoToKitchens.com. If you want to connect with me, I am on all social media at GoToKitchens.com, GO2Kitchens.com, or GO2Kitchens. You can find me there everywhere. Thank you. You guys have a good afternoon. For the 4th time, I'm really leaving this time. Thank you, Marcy, for putting that out there. There's the website right there. All right, you guys have a great afternoon. Love ya. You know that I only want you to be healthy and happy. So later, Tater. Bye.